Today we will learn from the book Cashflow Quadrant, Rich Dad's Guide to Financial Freedom, written by Robert T. Kiyosaki, published by Bookish Treasures. Do you also need to work every day to earn money? Do you also want to earn more money with little or no work? And are you ready to improve yourself and your way of working to become rich? If yes, then stay with us. It is going to be very helpful for you. Here we are going to talk about Robert T. Kiyosaki's book Cashflow Quadrant. In this book we will talk about the 4 quadrants of the business world: employee, self-employed, business owner and investor, and also how you can become financially independent and rich by coming into the business quadrant. Why don't you guys get a job now? Why don't you guys take up a job? People were asking this question to Robert Sir and his wife when they left their jobs as pilot and salesman in 1985 to create business and investment assets. They knew the benefits of B quadrant and life in it. So they worked hard for a few years, lived life in just one car but kept learning and creating business and investing, and finally after 10 years of continuous hard work, they became rich in 1995. Concept of SB. There are employees, self-employed, business owners, and investors. Their financial outcomes are quite different because of differences in their education, way of working, and so on. While 5% businessmen own 95% of the world's money, on the other hand, 95% of the world's employees earn just 5% of the money and work hard all their life. Because employees give more importance to job security and say something like, "I can't do this, it's too risky." Self-employed people give more importance to their own independence and their own specialty. For example, doctors, lawyers, and solo businessmen say things like, "Doing your own work is the best thing. You can do your work well yourself. How can someone else do it like that?" Whereas a businessman creates a complete system through which he can help as many people as possible and earn money from it. They say something like this: "I need a manager to run my office. How can I do this?" And investors earn money by investing. They do not work, but their money works for them, and they earn more money. They say something like this: "I am looking for a way through which I can earn maximum cash flow from this property." Different people from different quadrants. In this chapter we will see some differences between the 4 quadrants which we are going to talk about. Difference in words. People in E quadrant mostly use words like security. They mostly give importance to job security for earning money and life security. And because of wanting 100% security, they do not do any new work and remain stuck in job security throughout their life. People in the S quadrant do not talk about security. They value self-control and depend 100% on themselves to earn money. People like a soul shopkeeper, businessman mostly use words like creating a system so that they can work with more and more people and earn more money with less effort. Investors mostly invest to earn more cash flow. Difference between S and B type of business. In S type of business, the work is run and completed by a single person. Like a doctor treating a single patient, a lawyer, a single shopkeeper, and many more. Whereas in B type of business, there is a whole team of people to run and complete the work who work together. To be successful in this quadrant, leadership skills are very important to run your team. Difference between rich and very rich. Rich people in the world are those who have their own business and earn a lot of money from it, through which they save money after paying their monthly expenses. But to become very rich, only a business will not be enough. Rather, you will have to invest the money earned from your business in more assets so that it becomes more cash flow for you, and you keep becoming richer. Why do people put security above freedom? In this chapter, we are going to know why 95% people want financial security more than financial freedom. Why do people want more security? For these reasons, 95% people want financial security. To meet the bad debts, A poor or middle-class person takes loan from the bank to buy house and furniture, and to repay that loan he has to remain stuck in the job security, because he thinks that if he does not do job, then how will he be able to repay that loan? Mind stuck on income instead of investing, because of our education system that teaches employees to create and work to earn money. Poor and middle-class families advise their children about job security, rather than building assets and earning cash flow from them. 95% of people have their minds stuck on earning money, rather than building assets and earning money from them. Such people are not able to achieve financial independence. Have you seen any of your relatives or people around you that some people start their own business to work at their own convenient time, and they also earn money from it, but due to low income and lack of a team, such people are not able to expand their business and keep working to earn money on their own? How can you achieve financial freedom? If you want to become financially independent, you need to work on the right side of the quadrant and spend most of your time investing. But how can you do that? Should start a part-time business. If you are self-employed, then you should make a team to handle your work. If you are a businessman, then you should buy a property that gives maximum money through your income. If you are an investor, then you should make maximum wealth by gaining more information about investment. Way to get financial independence along with financial security. If you want to become financially independent and rich along with financial security, then you should do this. Start a small part-time business along with your job, buy property with the income from that, so that you can earn money from there. In this way, buy as many properties as possible. The more properties you buy, the more money you will earn with less effort. And eventually you will not have to work for money, and you will start becoming financially independent and rich. 3 types of business setup. In this chapter, the author teaches us about 3 business systems that we can use to become financially independent and rich. The system is something like this: C-type business. This is a type of business in which you create a business, based on one of your ideas. This is the business brand of a company in which you take partnership. Network marketing. This is multi-level marketing, in which you can become financially independent by creating a system through a team of people. How to start a C-type business. You can start it with any business idea through which you can add value to people's lives. Here the success ratio is 10-1. It means that you will have to go through 9 failures to build a successful business. You will have to learn from them mentally. To be successful in this, you should learn the rules of business like different taxes, corporate laws, team building, leadership, and the art of talking to people. You should become good to benefit the society. Guidance about franchise. To take partnership of any company like McDonald's, Domino's. You need to have a lot of money in business, like at least $100,000, and if you want to succeed in C-type business, then this is not for you. Advice about network marketing. You can also create a system in network marketing, but before starting it, you should keep these advices in mind so that you can be more successful. You should join a company which is really good and gives good results. Join a company in which you are confident that you can succeed. The company in which continuous training programs are conducted, so that your personal development and self-confidence continue to grow. Whose team is ready to give you advice and support, not just give orders. Because a leader is one who has achieved the position you want to reach. He can guide you, not the one who has not achieved it and is just giving you advice. So you can use any of these 3 systems to become financially independent and rich, but always remember that a good system is required to become rich. 5 stages of investors. In this chapter, we will talk about 5 stages of investors. Stage 0. They do not have anything to invest and spend whatever they earn. This category includes everyone from an employee to a highly paid businessman. Those who spend all their money and do not save or invest anything. These are loan-taking investors who may be successful in the S or B quadrant, and influenced by this success, they take loans and start investing in the I quadrant as well, without the required knowledge and experience. Sometimes these people make money from here, but due to lack of knowledge and experience, they mostly lose their money. Stage 2. These investors are budget cutters. They save money and invest it in buying something expensive like TV, freezer, etc. And if they think about any other investment, then they think about mutual fund or any similar investment. Stage 3. These people are smart investors. They save their money and invest it in mutual fund, retirement plan, or any such plan. These people are highly educated. They have the necessary knowledge about investment, and they fall in a good category of investment. Stage 4. These are long-term investors. These people set long-term financial goals and acquire the necessary knowledge to achieve them and plan with professionals so that they can achieve their goals. Step 5. There are investors who own most of the money in the world and are the best players of investing. These people make investments where other people invest, and they often make such decisions like creating jobs by starting a company, issuing IPO of a company, and giving people a chance to invest. These people play the game of investing to enjoy it, so winning or losing does not make much difference to them. Money cannot be seen with the eyes. In this chapter, the author teaches us that money is an idea, and therefore it can be seen with the mind and not with the eyes. This means that if you want to become financially independent and rich, first of all you must think and believe that you can do it, and even make it possible for you. For this, here we are going to talk about some topics through which you can look at money with your mind. Here Elon Musk says a very good thing. He says that if you think you can do it, it means you can do it. Get to the right side of the quadrant as soon as possible. Always remember that the richest people in the world come from the right side of the quadrant, whether they are businessmen or investors, be it Elon, Bill Gates, or Warren Buffett. So if you want to become rich, then get to the right side of the quadrant as soon as possible, and to get there you need to learn business and investment skills. Keep expanding your context and content. Context means your willpower, and content means the skills needed to become rich. To expand your context, you should always think about how you can achieve your financial goals, instead of thinking I can't do it. Know the difference between good and bad debt. Rich people become richer because of their rich vocabulary, and poor become poorer because of their poor vocabulary. Rich people know about good debt and bad debt, so they avoid bad debt. Here, good debt is one that brings money in your pocket, teaches you something, shows you a way to get money in your pocket, and bad debt is one that takes money out of your pocket. For example, buying a car by taking a loan is a bad loan while starting. A business with the same loan or buying a property is a good loan. Unleash your inner excellence. In this section, the author talks about how we can bring out the power within us. In this section, we are going to talk about 3 topics. How can you become a right side quadrant person? How can you become rich? What is the advantage of becoming a loan giver rather than a loan taker? Be who you are. In this chapter, the author teaches us that we too can become financially independent and rich in a successful way by following our passion. For this, we should keep some things in mind. Don't make it a habit to work for money. Work to follow your passion, to benefit society, and to add value to their lives. By doing this, money will come to you automatically, and don't work to earn money just to survive. Change your way of working. Whatever your passion is, if you want to become financially independent and rich, then you need to work in B and I quadrant. So, Convert your work into B or I quadrant as soon as you can. Always keep your passion alive. Always remember your dreams of following your passion, bringing change in. Your understanding, adding value to people's lives, becoming financially independent, and becoming rich, and work hard to achieve them, because when you are focused on your goal, the obstacles coming in your way will seem small, and the opposite is also true. Right side is more secure. Why is right side more secure? Because in this side you need to create your system through people and money. When the system works, you will earn more money with or without any hard work. Even if a person leaves the job, you will be able to run your system by hiring another person in his place. In the end, the author says that in today's era, we can become successful as fast as we want, but we have to follow all the necessary things and not take shortcuts because there is no secret to success. It is achieved through hard work. How to become rich. In this chapter, we will talk about how you can become rich and financially independent. So for this, you should adopt these things. Do what rich people do. If you also want to become rich, then do what rich people do so that you can also achieve what they have done today. Buy and build more assets. Build as many business facilities as possible. Buy shares of a good company or buy property so that you can earn money from them every month. How to become a successful BNI. In this section, author teaches us how we can become a successful businessman and investor. And for that we need these things. Starting with small steps and reaching big goals. Handling your money. Finding a guide for your life. Start with small steps. In this chapter, we will talk about how many people from poor families became rich on their own and how you can do like them. They follow these things. Set a long-term goal and plan for it. He believes in delayed gratification rather than instant gratification. They believe in compounding. Except for instant results, they dream big and plan small steps and do small activities to achieve big goals. If you want to become rich, then you should change your rules from those of poor people and follow rich rules in your thinking, behavior, etc. It means behave like a rich person and focus on earning more and more money to overcome financial problems. Start focusing on your business. In this chapter, the author takes us to the reality of how we take care when we work, earn, or spend. He tells that if a person does a job and earns money, he takes care of his boss, because his boss is becoming very rich due to his work. And while earning money, he benefits the government and the businessman by paying tax to the government or by purchasing goods through a businessman. To take care of yourself, you can do two things. Your first step, first of all, learn to read and prepare a financial statement and prepare your financial statement so that you can clearly see your active and passive money and expenses. This is the most important habit of rich people. Set your financial goals. The second step is to set your financial goals. Set your goals as to what you want 5 years from now. How much wealth are you going to create? How much money will you earn monthly 5 years from now? How many businesses will you create? How much loan will you have repaid? Take control of your money. The author says that financial problems are solved only by good money, not just more money. So that is why you should know how to earn good money from your assets, and for this, first of all, you should consider yourself as the CEO of your life and make yourself and your life accordingly, and secondly, you should remember that your life is also someone's property. So to earn more money, make more assets. Here are the steps you should take to take control of your money. Prepare and maintain your financial statements. Find out which part of the quadrant, SBI, are you still making your money from? From which part of your income are you going to earn most of it 5 years from now? Focus on minimizing your debt and maximizing your money. Learn the difference between risk and risky work. Investing is not risky, but financial knowledge is a risky business, so recognize the risk and increase your financial knowledge to handle it. Learn to manage money. As we said, money is very important, and someone's life is an asset for someone else, and someone's asset can become a liability for someone else. Your house can be both an asset and a liability for you. If all its bills are more than the rent, and you get some extra money in your pocket, then it is an asset for you. And if the expenses are more than the income, then it can be a liability for you. So learn to manage money in this way, and understand that you can convert any liability into an asset. Understand what risk means. To you, what does risk mean to you? Do you consider it risky to depend on the money earned from a job or to repay a loan every month? Do you consider it risky to own a property that earns you money every month? To acquire financial knowledge? To identify your risk, do the following. Learn economics in 5 hours a week, keep watching economic news, stay informed about them, attend investment seminars at least twice a year, decide what type of investor you want to be. In this chapter, we are going to talk about 3 types of investors. Type A investors focus more on solutions. Type B investor focuses more on problems. Type C investor does not say anything. He says, I do not know. What should all 3 investors do to be successful? Type C investors leave the problem and do not even try to learn anything, due to which they are not able to succeed and lose all their money. To be successful, such people should get a government job or marry a rich boy or girl. Type B investors ask questions like, where should I invest? In mutual funds or in property or somewhere else, or my broker said this, so I am buying shares of this company. They do some such things to be successful. Type A investor finds a problem and solves it to create a business, and they also manage their money well. Find a mentor. The guide knows what is required and what is not to reach the destination. Hence, a guide is needed to learn and obtain lessons at every step. Find a mentor who has done it himself. Find a mentor who has achieved his financial goals and made the money you want to make, and take advice from them, just like Robert Sir did from his rich dad. Make 5 good friends. You become like the 5 people you spend most of your time with. Now decide that if you want to be on the right side of the quadrant, then make friends who are on the right side or are working hard to get there, so that both of you can learn from each other and also help each other. Keep your mentor with you. Just like you keep an emergency number, always keep the contact number of your financial mentor with you, so that you can talk to them if you have any financial problems. The power of faith. Confidence is a very good feeling to achieve anything. Similarly, faith also helps us to become rich, but the only condition is that we should know how to start it and earn more money. Start with faith. Just like we believe in God, you should also believe in yourself. Then whether the world thinks that you can do it or not, it does not matter. The one thing that is most important is your belief in yourself to become successful. Talk positively to yourself. We should use positive energy and rich dad while talking to ourselves. This always brings good results, and to move positively, you should talk to yourself in a positive way. Conclusion: this is the knowledge to become a successful businessman and investor and to become rich. In the following points, we are going to talk about some important topics from all the topics mentioned in this book. Poor and middle-class people are employees or self-employed, while rich people are businessmen or investors. E and S represent our bookish knowledge. B and I represent wisdom. By reading economic books, doing work and learning from our mistakes, we can move ahead. S and E people plan to become rich at the age of 55 to 60, while B and I people work to become financially independent as early as possible. So in this way, we have talked about many things in this book to become financially rich. I hope you have understood and learned them. You must adopt them in your life to become financially independent and rich. So what are you waiting for? Grab a copy of Cashflow Quadrant and start your own financial education journey today. This book has the power to shift your perspective on money and inspire you to create lasting wealth. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Bookish Treasures for more bookish adventures. And if you re-inspired, share this video with someone who could benefit from these powerful financial lessons. Let's inspire each other to achieve financial freedom. Until next time, happy reading.